Hello everyone, welcome to the history of English literature. And in this video, we are going to discuss the theme of return to nature in Romantic Age. Introduction. In the previous discussions, we explored the early stirrings and development of a new appreciation for nature in literature. This video delves into the full blossoming of that movement during the Romantic Age and examines the reactions it prompted. The period from the late 18th and early 19th century witnessed a significant transformation in literary output, themes and influences, making one of the most fertile eras in English literature. Abundant output. The Romantic Age is remarkable for its prolific literary production, rivaling even the richness of the Elizabethan era. The surge of new ideas and inspirations led to a flourishing of poetry and prose. Poets like Wordsworth, Coleridge, Shelley, Keats, and Byron illuminated the literary sky with works that have become timeless classics. In prose, the novel underwent significant development, with authors like Jane Austen and Sir Walter Scott contributing to its evolution. The essay was rejuvenated by writers such as Charles Lamb and William Hazlitt, while critical and miscellaneous writing saw unprecedented activity. This period stands as one of the most productive in literary history, characterized by a diversity of voices and styles. Great range of subject. The Romantic writers displayed an extraordinary breadth in their choice of subjects, drawing inspiration from various eras and cultures. They extensively explored classical antiquity. The works of ancient Greek and Roman authors were revisited, influencing poets like Keats and Shelley, who infused classical myths and themes in their poetry. The Middle Ages. Medieval times captivated the imagination of writers, inspiring the historical novels of Sir Walter Scott and the poetry of Coleridge and Southey. The fascination with chivalry, folklore, and Gothic elements became prominent. Contemporary society. Novelists examined modern life, dissecting social norms and human behavior. Byron's satires critically addressed the politics and culture of the time. Global cultures. There was an increasing interest in Eastern philosophies and exotic locales, expanding the geographical and cultural horizons of literature. This expansive range signified a true return to nature in its broadest sense, encompassing all facets of human experience and the natural world. Treatment of nature. The Romantic Age marked a profound shift in the portrayal of nature in literature. Earlier poets like Gray, Cowper, and Crabbe offered simple, sympathetic observations of natural landscapes. However, the new generation of poets delved deeper, developing a mature and intimate connection with nature. William Wordsworth. He epitomized the romantic ideal of nature as a living spiritual force. For Wordsworth, nature was not merely a backdrop but a source of moral and philosophical insight. He perceived a divine presence in natural phenomena, suggesting that nature and the human mind are interconnected, and I have felt a presence that disturbs me with the joy of elevated thoughts, a sense sublime of something far more deeply interfused. Personal and emotional engagement. Romantic poets emphasized personal experience and emotion in their descriptions of nature. They sought solace, inspiration, and a deeper understanding of life through their communion with the natural world. Nature as a reflection of the self. Nature became a mirror of the poet's inner feelings, often reflecting themes of beauty, melancholy, and transcendence. This enriched treatment of nature represented a significant departure from previous literary traditions, highlighting the Romantic emphasis on individual perception and emotional depth. Political and periodical writing. While Romantic Age is renowned for its poetry, it also experienced a surge in political and periodical writing. Although the era did not produce pamphleteers of the same caliber as Jonathan Swift or Edmund Burke, it was marked by intense political discourse and a proliferation of publications. Emergence of daily newspapers. The period saw the rise of influential daily journals that remain significant today. The Morning Chronicle, 1769, founded by William Woodfall. The Morning Post, 1772, established by a group of London tradesmen. The Times, 1785, originally called the Daily Universal Register, founded by John Walter. Radical publications. More partisan and radical voices emerged through publications like The Political Register, 1802 by William Cobbett, which advocated for political reform. The Examiner, 1808 by Leigh Hunt, promoting liberal ideas and literary criticism. Literary magazines. Esteemed literary periodicals flourished, providing platforms for essays, criticism and poetry. The Edinburgh Review, 1802, the Quarterly Review, 1809, Blackwood's Magazine, 1817, the London Magazine, 1820, the Westminster Review, 1824. These publications played a crucial role in shaping public opinion and fostering literary talent. Writers like Hazlitt, Lamb and Southey contributed significantly to these periodicals, enhancing the quality and diversity of literary discourse. The influence of Germany. As relations with France deteriorated due to prolonged wars, the French cultural influence on English literature waned. In its place, German literature and philosophy gained prominence. Translation and adaptation. English writers began exploring German works, translating and adapting them. This led to the introduction of new themes and styles into English literature. Impact on notable writers. Sir Walter Scott. His early poetic works were based on German ballads and legends. S.T. Coleridge. He was influenced by German philosophers like Immanuel Kant and Friedrich Schelling, which is evident in his critical writings and poetry. P.B. Shelley and Lord Byron. German literature's emphasis on individualism and emotion resonated with their poetic sensibilities. Long-term effects. By the mid-19th century, German had become a dominant foreign language in England, influencing various aspects of intellectual and cultural life, including philosophy, science, and theology. American literature. Across the Atlantic, the United States was beginning to establish its own literary identity. Early imitations. Initially, American literature heavily borrowed from English models, reflecting the cultural ties between the two nations. Emergence of original voices. James Fenimore Cooper. With novels like The Last of Mohicans, he pioneered American themes and settings, focusing on frontier life and Native American cultures. Washington Irving. Considered the first American man of letters, Irving gained international fame with works like The Sketchbook, which included the stories Rip Van Winkle and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. These writers laid the groundwork for a distinct American literary tradition, contributing to the broader landscape of English literature and signaling the rise of the United States as a cultural force. Conclusion. The Romantic Age was a period of rich literary abundance characterized by a return to nature in its many forms. Writers expanded the boundaries of subject matter, delved deeply into personal and emotional experiences, and revolutionized the portrayal of nature. The era was also marked by significant developments in political and periodical writing, the influence of German literature, and the emergence of American literary voices. This dynamic and transformative period left an indelible mark on the literary world, shaping the course of English literature and influencing generations of writers to come. So this was the discussion on the theme of return to nature in the Romantic Age. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other topic. Until then, goodbye and thank you.